Hey there, welcome back, or welcome if it's your first time. Today, what I thought we could talk about is being internally validated. We can look outside of ourselves for a lot of things, but validation should not be one of them. So let's dive into that. So, with this one, the shift that I want us to have is going from wondering, do you or just does someone see my value, to now I see it first. I'm the first person to see it. So we can do this by, number one, stop performing for invisible approval. And we perform for invisible approval by overachieving to be praised or seen, over explaining to be accepted or understood. But what we want to do is move and speak because it aligns with us, not because we're trying to impress someone. And so I have some examples of what this looks like. So let's say you are having a conversation. In that conversation, what this looks like is say what you actually think one time. Say it once. Don't feel the need to reword it so to try and make it more palatable or acceptable. And then next is at work. So at work, you can share your idea without over qualifying. This looks like start talking and you say, this might be stupid, but why did you do that? Why did you do that to yourself? Why did you say that? And then let's say this could be romantic. So maybe in a dating setting, don't perform low maintenance. Express your real preference calmly. Sometimes you want to be seen as someone that goes with the flow. Or, it's okay, I don't need much. I'm just glad to be here. Whatever it looks like, but why are you doing that? Yes, some of your preferences might not be lavish, but you don't have to make yourself seem basic. You can word things in a way where I enjoy blank, blank, blank. You don't have to downplay it. I'm simple. I'm low maintenance. It's like, okay, that's great. If you want to make yourself seem very attainable, but it's beneficial if you just say what you want. Say what you mean, say what you want. Delivery matters, but don't downplay yourself. And you have to see validation in you. That's why we're seeking to be internally validated. And with this one, a simple rule to follow is if you feel the need to prove, then you need to pause. It's time to pause on that. So, number two, we are going to practice detaching from external reactions. You don't want to be so caught up to where somebody compliments you and that inflates you, or somebody maybe discourages or insults you and that shrinks you. You want to detach from these external reactions. Sometimes we can want to be so good at reading people that we lose ourselves in trying to adapt and be a chameleon and for everyone. You lose yourself in that respect. So it's not always about being able to respond to how someone's reacting or what someone imparted to you, but try to stay true to yourself regardless of what's going on externally. That is when you are a more sure and a more confident person in your daily life. And I'm not saying that that is easy, especially if that's something that you have to unlearn, but it is something that is attainable. For sure. For sure it's attainable. Feedback is important. You can definitely benefit from feedback, but the key part is you don't want that feedback to be the core of your self-concept. Based upon what someone said about you, of you, that's now how you view yourself. And that's not healthy. That's not beneficial at all. And then I jotted down some practical implementations of detaching from external reactions. So you could post something online and don't check who's viewed it or who's interacted with it repeatedly. Don't check it. Practice that detachment. You can send a text and you don't reread it when you get before you hit send. Just, of course, proofread, but don't reread it to the point of wondering how someone's going to receive it. You can know the tone in which you want to say it in, type it up, and hit send. You don't have to reread it. That can get you caught up in a loop as well, where now you're so focused on how is it gonna land, how are they gonna proceed, and it's just send a message and go on about your day. Respond accordingly when you get a reply, but keep moving. Don't get caught up in that interaction. Don't pause your life for that interaction. And then the next one is, let's say someone pulls back. Do not immediately adjust yourself. Do not immediately adjust yourself. Instead, take an observatory perspective. Observe. Sometimes people do what they want. You do what you want. You don't have to make all these assumptions and start going down a path when that could very well be the farthest thing from the truth. And that person might have just been, they're going through their own things, or they're consumed with a busy project, or their business is consuming them. Maybe they have some family things going on. You don't know, but what we can do is we can try to make ourselves believe something that is not even real. So that's why with this one, you just want to observe. Just observe. Don't make assumptions. Don't put words in people's mouths. Don't do any of that. Just observe. I want you to have a new filter for processing, and this will help you with detaching from those external reactions. So the first thing you can do is, and this is your new filter, do I agree with this about me? Whatever the interaction is, whatever the situation is, do I agree with this about me? Whatever the compliment is, whatever the correction is, whatever the feedback, do I agree with this about me? If it's yes, then you can improve. If it's no, then you can release it. Let this be your new filter for how you process information, how you process feedback about you. And the third and final one, I want you to get very good at approving of yourself before the outcome, before the result. Approve of yourself before it's finished. And what this means is you are proud of, you are at peace with how you showed up, how you did something. You're at peace with it and you did it well, regardless of the outcome, regardless of the result. So I want to mention this. Maybe for you, some of your best ways or best attributes are you are honest, you're kind, you're aligned, and you're clear. For example, in a situation, there's no need to now you judging yourself based upon the result, because you can look at the way in which you went through an experience. Was I honest? Was I kind? Was I operating in alignment with my values, my beliefs, what I committed to doing or what I committed to being? And then also, was I clear? Was there any way that things could have confused someone or been confusing for someone or a situation? And you can be honest with your evaluation of a situation. And if the answer is yes, okay, that's enough. That's enough. Approve of yourself before the outcome comes. Now, let's walk through the practical implementation of approving of yourself before the outcome. So let's say that you had an interaction and you can ask yourself, did I abandon myself? And if the answer is no, you did not abandon yourself, then you won. It doesn't matter if somebody doesn't text back. It doesn't matter if they don't applaud. It does not matter if you're not selected. It does not matter. Did you abandon yourself in this endeavor, initiative, application, conversation, situation? Did you abandon yourself? No? All right. You held true to the things that are important to you and the things that you committed to. You held true to those things. I applaud you. Great job. These are growing pains. These are things that we have to remind ourselves of. Some of these things are not taught, but we can learn them and we can implement them and we can exercise in them going forward. And we can share it with others. That's why I'm here. I want to share what has helped me with you. And you might already know these things. It's just time to do them. So let's do them, and let's do them. Our self-trust will grow when our self-abandonment decreases, is seen less and less. And it comes from us doing these check-ins, doing these exercises, going through these questions. Very simple questions that we can go through, and we can ensure that we are choosing ourselves. We are uplifting ourselves. We are encouraging ourselves. You are not becoming less loving. You're not. What you are becoming is less dependent on that external applause, that external validation, that recognition outside of you. You need it less and less and less. Once you start validating yourself, you stop chasing those experiences and people and situations that were honestly probably never meant for you in the first place. And you can ultimately improve your life, improve your quality of life, just by implementing simple checks with yourself. So I hope today's video was helpful. I hope you have a clearer view on how you can validate yourself. And please be sure to check the description box for the worksheets, the journal prompts that are there. Also, if you have not already, please subscribe and leave a comment. I would love to know your thoughts on today's video. And also, give this video a thumbs up and maybe share it with someone. We often hear things that can spark change in us, and sometimes people have shared things with us that it did something for you, it opened up your perspective, or it helped you have a little bit of grace or forgiveness with yourself, and you can share that with someone else too, so they can have that same experience. I'm not for keeping things to myself, which is why we have this channel. So I appreciate you. I love you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Leave a comment so I can do those shout outs. I'll see you in the next video.